Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. We're getting a brand new polling system today, ladies and gentlemen, conveniently after Jagex has finished all of the sailing polls. So take what you will with that, with the conspiracy theory. We're going to touch this entire update in just a moment. I have a quick announcement that you guys need to hear because it's a super important announcement, because we are starting this Friday with the Halloween celebration subathon. This is a week-long capped subathon where we go live on Friday and the live stream does not end until 1 week has passed. I'll be sleeping on stream right here on the floor. I'll be doing everything I can. There are that many torturous and horrible forfeits I'm not looking forward to that Mrs. Robinson has put up for you guys to enjoy, so make sure you come by to that. You do not want to miss pretty much seeing me hate myself for an entire week, and you get to join in by making me suffer. Hit the subscribe button down below so you do not miss a live stream. I'll be live on Twitch and Kick too if you really need to use those websites, but it's advert free right here on YouTube. I have one question now for you all to answer in the comment section down below today, and that is, are you still playing Gridmaster? If so, what are you up to? How's the grid going? Or are you back on the main game? We should be back on there in no time. A few tiles left on the melee, only one defense pure build, and then we're back on the main game, ready for some mass chambers of Xeric and mass content for everyone during this week's Halloween subathon. My name is Ryan, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive into the Oldschool Runescape update this week for Rune News. My name is Rune News, and you're watching Rune News. This week's update for Oldschool Runescape is titled Gridmaster Rewards, Poll and New Player Improvements. We're going to briefly touch on the Gridmaster stuff, but we want to talk about the poll system and how it's convenient that Jagex has kind of updated all these polling systems after all the sailing polling is now complete. I personally don't have too much of a problem with it. I tend to understand the majority of the polls Jagex puts out, but we'll look at the new system, and it's always a hot topic around polling, especially with PvP and like pure and account build related polls. There's a lot of stigma around it, there's a lot of controversy around it, and a lot of just community backlash. Hopefully this is an improved system for the community, but we'll have a look in just a moment. Starting off, we have Gridmaster Awards. You're aware of what the awards are. There's this little tabard you can get. You can get some swords on your back, which you can't use to swing. And then probably the only thing worth getting is this like login screen style burner and entrance thing for your player in house. Terrible rewards, to be honest, but the game mode was fun, and that's what it is for me. So if you can buy these on the Grand Exchange, I'm not sure if they're going to be tradable. They absolutely should be. There should be some money to be made there for a lot of people, so that's always good. Or Death's Coffer funds. A few bug fixes for Gridmaster real quick. Grimoire now correctly grants full access to spellbooks, including Ancient Luna, without needing completion of Desert Treasure 1 or Luna Diplomacy. Okay, fair enough. Fixed a bug where you couldn't claim the RD Elite. Oh yeah, that was funny. I had that problem. The minimum potential perk now applies correctly when throwing chins. Total recall perk now updates to save teleport location when you manually store a memory. And a confirmation prompt has been added when selecting your 3 skills for combatant. Yeah, okay, so pretty much nothing important has been fixed. Just basic little... a lot of these problems were really your problem if you weren't paying attention, except for maybe the chin thing and the Grimoire thingy, so... Awesome, good to see. There's some community twist on the Gridmaster. Skritic has done a randomized Gridmaster challenge, which is pretty cool. I've been seeing that a lot of people are trying to have a go at that. I've got my own little challenge that I've been doing, which is a 1 defense, melee only pure build. It's fucking difficult because you can't use ranged or mage unless it's impossible to use melee. So that's been a lot of fun. Not going to try this one myself. I'm going to be back on the main game before I get the chance, but good on the community for coming up with this shit. That is awesome. Now, new player improvements. Let's talk about what's going on here. This is mostly for people coming to the game, which Jagex has obviously had a lot of new players coming in recently because of World of Warcraft streamers. So, you can now let Jagex know how good you are at the game when you make a new account. And all this is going to do is automatically set settings for you, which are still... in my opinion, this is wrong, Jagex. You're not doing this right. You shouldn't have baseline settings to set. You know what? You can have the baseline settings, but what you should absolutely do is have the settings tied to the Jagex account, not the Runescape character. I don't know if you can do that or how easy it is to do that, but I should be able to have, like with RuneLite, you know how you have your RuneLite and it does it for all of your accounts when you log into RuneLite? Same fucking system. All my F keys should be the same, no matter what. Even if I go to like a Leagues World, the F keys should already be set. All my settings should be set. Can we get this added to the account settings, not the in-game settings? I'm sure it'll be possible one day. That's really what they should be aiming for here. But there's a bunch of updated default settings, which most of it is what you're already going to turn on. And then you've also got the default setting changes for players who tell us that they're new to the game. And then just basic ones. If you say that you're a returning player, you're getting pretty much, accept aid and high scores. Mini menu lookup. I didn't even know that was a fucking setting. The quest journal, excuse me, I've lost my mouse for some reason. The quest journal is now getting a tutorial island and starter quest list and all that sort of shit. You can all change it to starter and then free quest. So that's pretty handy for anyone who's just joined the game. And then tutorial island is going to be finished for a lot of people already. They've improved the guide and dialogue boxes. So now I think this is only for tutorial island. I'm pretty sure. So tutorial island looks like it's got quest helper. One quest at a time, boys. One quest at a time. The dialog box looks less shit behind us, as you can see. And then we've got visual highlights and UI cues in Tutorial Island looking better as well. Really, no one actually... I mean, we've all done Tutorial Island, we don't care. But when making a new character, this is nicer because you're going to have a much faster and smoother experience getting off Tutorial Island because no one really wants to fucking be there. This might actually make the speedrun of Tutorial Island a little bit faster. I think we can now see people go to break that record, which is like meant to be 2.5 minutes or something. So pretty fucking big. Now, democracy just got an upgrade. Let's look at this poll system improvements. Now, conveniently, this came out after Sailing's voting was all done. Some of the Sailing voting was... a lot of it I understood, but people are still confused because they think that Sailing's meant to be re-polled again before release. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I'm not too sure, but now we have a gradual live rollout so that when we're doing polls now in-game, you can now be asked questions that you can type your answer in, which is going to be a lot of fun developmentally for the JMods to read, especially when people just start writing cum or dick cheese into the little box. Better poll formatting means that you're now going to see images of what you need to know. There's going to be more descriptive words on what you need to know. A time frame of how long is left, if it's a lock-in poll or not over here, and there's just more information and images so you get a better picture of what you're actually voting on. You can also now have greenlit polls or lock-in polls that they're going to have here, so you can understand what sort of poll is coming to the game or is currently running. And I think they're adding multiple choice and what's the other one? Multiple choice and the one where you put the order of preference of your poll choices. That'll be coming very soon in the near future, and they'll now be able to have multiple polls running at the same time. So Jagex has recently stated that content is usually delayed because you can only run one poll at a time. Now they can do multiple polls and they can start scheduling and automating polls because they just had like 2 devs sitting there clicking a fucking button, and if they weren't online, they couldn't close the poll, which tells me that either the people at Jagex HQ aren't doing their fucking job properly or they're not being managed properly. Because if you say to someone who we know JMods can work from home because they all do, hey, this poll has to end at this time, log the fuck in and end the poll, or organize it to end during that cunt shift. It can't be that too hard to like manage, but it's all automated now. Thank God for AI, thank God for Grok, thank God for Elon Musk, guys. Hell yeah. US merch store reopens. No one gives a shit. Other changes is just Halloween changes, and then also you can now pierce NPC melee praise using Ancient Mace, Dragon Sword Specials, or Varax set effect with a 1 in 4 chance, which is huge. Community Discord event at JMods in Castle Wars. Fuck going to that. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's going to be horrible. And then LMS is back on Osworld, which is convenient for me because we're doing our week-long subathon. So Daddy's getting racist all fucking week, boys. My name is Ryan. You guys are the best. I'm going to see you guys in just a moment for the Grand Exchange update. And then after that, this week on Friday for the subathon. My name is Ryan. You're watching Rune News, and this is Rune News. Runescape, ow, fuck you. Yeah, I hate fucking hitting your toe on something. Jesus, fuck this green screen. Ah, shit. You know what? There's 2 things in life that suck. It's playing RuneScape 3 and stubbing your fucking toe on something. But if I had to pick one, I'd be picking stubbing my toe every day of the fucking week, because I'd rather stub my toe than play RuneScape 3, because RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week the Just This Year face guard is on the fucking rise, and this for two good reasons. Both of them are to do with Gridmaster. Number one, people are doing Theatre of Blood and Gridmaster, getting their fucking feet wet, deciding to try the content in the main game, driving those fucking valuables up, because people are going to start wanting to fucking sell them when people start getting them as drops. Number two, Inferno. People are starting to learn the Inferno, getting a bit confident. Just This Year face guard, excellent, low budget tank helmet for the entire Inferno run. Beautiful fucking helmet to use if it's your first cape. Don't be afraid to grab yourself a Just a helmet and jump into the Inferno today, boys. Now, we've got the Burning Claws coming in here as the biggest loss of the week, which is a questionable one, but a welcome one nonetheless, because the Burning Claws, I'll tell you what, best fucking spec weapon in the game. Now, here's why. Put them on stab, fucking hit everything. They just don't miss. I don't know why. They're just super fucking accurate. Take them to next. You don't believe me? Burning Claws beat the fucking the Void Waker and the ZCB at next 9 times out of 10. Burning Claws at next, slept on, underrated, high fucking damage, spec weapon. You don't believe me? With the Surge Potion, dump the Claws, you'll get MVP. I fucking guarantee it. Burning Claws guarantee next MVP over the Zarek Crossbow and the Void Waker. You heard it here first. Now, the T-Bow is skyrocketing due to its favoritism in the leagues. People are going, oh, fuck, this is actually pretty fucking good. When you got unlimited accuracy, you don't miss, you just hit nothing but fucking 90s and 100s. T-Bow fucking serves it, and it fucking sends it. So the price is going up at the moment. People come back to the main game. They've tried Cox. They want to get their fucking feet wet. They want to give it a go. T-Bows are going to start flying into the game. Make sure you grab one now, and don't buy them. Go farm them, because the price may drop just a smidge, because to counteract the love of doing Chambers of Xeric and realizing that raid is really the best raid in the game. T-Bow's a fucking great weapon. It's going up. People are coming back to the main game. People are going to drive the prices up to try and snatch those people who are trying to buy all their gear back, because some idiots sell their bank before going to Gridmaster. That's a no-no. Don't buy your T-Bow, go farm one and sell it, because they're fucking popping off. And beautifully, the mole sippers are plummeting at the moment, which is perfect. This means we can start buying up mole sippers today and become a fucking rich cunt tomorrow. This is prime time, boys. 212k. They haven't been this low in almost ever, to be honest. It's time to buy the mole sippers today. This is the point that you buy at. Always buy low and sell fucking high. There's nothing better than a cheap pair of mole slippers ready to flip for an easy 100, 200k profit in a couple of weeks' time. Grab your mole slippers today. Get ready for fucking sailing. You will become a filthy fucking rich cunt tomorrow. My name is Wade Green. Have a good night. Now, our first Ironman moment for the week goes to Mr. You have an STI, who's not an Ironman, but has an STI. He got his Zora pet at 332kc. Nice snack, dude. GZ. Congratulations. Big drop. Secondly, we have McSkonk coming in with his quiver. Mr. Spooned, Mr. McSkonk getting spooned. He's basically Julian 2.0. The Juligan, Hooligan, Spooligan, Skonkerden, Bonkerden, Honkerden, Dinky Donkey, Chinky Chonky, Winky Bonky. Nice work on the quiver, mate. Now, finally, we have D sending in 3 fucking screenshots here. This man is organized, because he got a full fucking Void Waker in a week. So fuck you, D, and thank you for sending that in. Congratulations, I appreciate you. You guys are the best. I'm going to see you guys in the live stream in about 12 hours time, getting ready for the week-long subathon. My name is Ryan. That is Rune News this week, ladies and gentlemen. Suck a dick and have a good fucking night. Thank you. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.